Give me the ball. Okay, hello guys, everybody. So today I'm going to do my review of Xero Shoes' new shoe. I'll just take them off here and show you. They are the Xero Shoes TerraFlex. They are Xero Shoes' new running shoe, trail running shoe to be specific. I think they decided to make these because there's a demand for a little bit more grip, especially in a running shoe, because trail running's become very popular these days. This is Xero Shoes' take on a more rugged terrain kind of shoe, and it's got a really cool name. Excuse me one second. TerraFlex, Earth Flex. They are flexible as ever. They have a little bit thicker sole, what I understand. It's not too much. It's not that much more thick than the Prio, their first take on a running shoe, which was a fabulous shoe, and this is essentially the same thing, just a little bit more beefed up. Same chevron treads, except they're a little bit bigger, a little bit more spaced out, and a lot deeper, which will dig into the ground hopefully a little bit better and give you that extra stability when running. One thing I've noticed is it's winter here in New England, and they are very warm. All I've got is this thin pair of wool socks on, and they still provide me with a little bit of warmth. Bailey, could you just not? We're in the middle of a movie here. Okay. Anyways, one thing I do like right off the bat is this toe bumper guard. It seems a lot more durable. It looks like it's been stitched in here really well, and it creates this connection. Because one thing I have often had a lot of problem with in minimalist shoes in general, is that the sole tends to peel off very quickly, and then you have to get the shoe glue. But shoe glue doesn't last if you don't do it right, and I'm terrible at putting shoe glue on, so I don't know how to use shoe glue. And that's why my shoes fall apart. No, that's not why they fall apart, but I got a size 14 this time, even though I'm technically like 13 and a half-ish. This time I'm keeping the insole in because they are going to be a little bit looser on me, and I think that insole is just going to provide me a little bit more to give my foot less space, because I do have pretty narrow feet. I have slender feet, I'll say. They're not being jammed into tiny shoes since I was a little small person. As far as the review, anyways, we're just gonna go kind of bushwhack it, hike it through the forest that a ways, and probably leave Bailey behind, unless she comes with, we'll see. Squishy environment for the shoes, and I think that's going to be a great opportunity to try them out in. So let's go ahead and get that plantar flexion going. Just testing the waters. Woo! But that likely means I get wet. Like a Tai Chi master, but so I want to see how these guys fare going up hill. Yeah. So the last thing I want to do is really see what these guys' performance is in water and like super slippery, kind of nasty conditions. Like if I had to go walking through a lowland, like a low wetland or something, how would they fare in that sort of condition? I think I went the wrong way. Let's go check up over the hill here. Oh yeah. Well, there's one back that way. That's the one I wanted to do it in, but I don't want to go almost half a mile that way and then back just to get this before light, because we're gonna lose light here pretty soon. Oh, quiet is good. Okay, I gotta go this way. Oh, buddy. Don't drop the camera set. Slippery. Oh, here we go. So I would say anything that's not ice, although I did not test them in an urban city street environment. So yeah, it's actually a really warm day out today. I know there's a lot of snow, but it's like 40 degrees or so, and therefore I consider it a safe temperature to get my feet wet in. They are not waterproof, but they are pretty water resistant. I mean, if you splash in a shallow puddle, you'll be all right. Obviously, if you submerge your feet, you're gonna get wet. Everything else, you know, your trail running, your mud running, I think these would be great for like Spartan race, mud race, something like that. They're gonna be great for what I'm gonna use them for this winter, which is exploring these woods a lot and kind of just, I'm gonna be exploring these woods in this area a lot this winter, and these shoes really come in handy, I think, especially on the warmer days like this, when I'll kind of just want to be going light, stealthy, kind of roaming around, looking for things to just kind of do. But I'm going to be, basically, I'm going to be doing a lot of outdoors training. Yeah. Mainly dry off my socks. I don't know how much I can get out of them due to out of the shoes, but we're just gonna get the socks dry for now. Anyways, so that's gonna be concluding the review for today. There's not really much more I can say about them. Great job, Xero shoes. I would say if you're gonna make an upgraded, more rugged hiker version, one thing you might think about incorporating into these treads is that same tread you had on the previous models, where it's the micro tread or the smaller version of these big chunky treads. You might still leave that sole and just add these ones on top to give it a little bit more, I think aesthetically that would look cooler to me. I think that would look cool, so you don't have these things kind of just sticking out, but functionally superb. Thank you again, Xero shoes. Till the next video. Bye.